Hey everyone, we're live. I'm going to clean this up a little bit here. Full screen so I can see you guys. Um, just got Brian got here. We got the new pads going on. The front brakes right now. He's doing. Are you doing that side right now?
Well, I'm lubing everything up right now.
And he'll stay there.
It's all the way back.
Hi. Stay there.
Yeah, those lights.
Problem is trying to hold that damn thing in place. The caliper moves freely, so when the caliper moves freely, you know that looks like it's going backwards, but that's because I'm doing reverse thread. You can see how bent this thing got. Whoops.
Well, this is why I don't use lube on brakes. Doesn't matter what you try to do.
It's gonna squash that. Whoa. Okay, roller. Okay, let's find a better way to grab this guy. Should work right there. When Brian gets pads in on that side, we can press this side. And then then we'll move on to the rears. But the wheels on this thing should run and drive. That's the theory and the hope. These are our old front pads, and they're pretty rough. Not definitely not optimal. I don't know if you guys can see that. There you go. Yeah, they're pretty bad shape. So these aren't even worth saving. Put them in the box and dispose of them properly. And I don't know why my nose is running, but it is. Oh, you're taking back for your warranty? Oh, crap. No, just rolled over.
Bring it inside the cabin. Didn't bring my own lights. Harbor Freight lights are great when you first get them for the first 2 weeks, and then one of your friends uses them and they fall because nobody realizes the magnets aren't that strong. And then all of them end up looking like this, or if they look like mine, they're in the trash can. I threw mine away. Deb is a lot more patient with the flashlights than I am. I got on the buy once, cry once train.
Yeah. As soon as we find it, we can fix it. I don't know what the deal is with this inside pad, but he's having a very tough time. I think because there's a bunch of crap inside there. They don't give you the new hardware with brake lines anymore, or brake pads. So you're stuck kind of using the old hardware. Oh, why am I sniffling? No.
Tonight's episode is sponsored by Gatorade.
No, it's not. It's sponsored by Rockstar.
Plus, it's a nice episode. Every night sponsored by Rockstar here. Let's be real. The host sponsor, guest sponsor this evening, Gatorade. Oh, now I can see too well. I can't see it all. I'm blind.
Trick is to use a steel wire brush to clean out all the garbage that's in the old brake hardware, shims and all that.
Surprised that's fitting there.
Make sure you don't have extra garbage on your new pads.
Anymore, I just assume. Nope. Pre-screwed right from the factory.
That's kind of defeatist.
Well, you can thank the fine folks at Holly for my recent life.
I can't put my head down because I'll just drain snot out. And this is the exact right height to not work really well. But you guys don't care if my nose just runs, right? I mean, it is like you're saying bolt. Might not drive you guys crazy, but it drives me crazy.
Spring fluid is about the equivalent of anti-seize. Everywhere except for where I want it to be. Even though I did the little dab. One little dab has turned into an expansive mess that I've never asked for. 0 out of 10 will never use it.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, is it that way on that side too?
Well, if there was new hardware, it would just slide right in.
Yeah. I don't think so. Because it seems like the hardware is pushed back all the way as far back as it's going to be pushed. And what I'm seeing right now is that these pads only fit on the outside easily, the inside for whatever reason. Really interesting.
Well, I've got these guys in. I just had to help them a little bit. Although this guy is not correct. Hang on. There's a problem here. God damn it. Now what?
The inside pad doesn't fit, right?
Well, it's just super tight.
Yeah, it should just slip right in, and it doesn't.
Well, that's why I'm going to swap these guys.
I think I tried that already. But they should all be the same. They shouldn't be different front pad, rear pad. Sorry, inside, outside. However you want to look at it.
Yeah, these are just as tight.
That's what I'm saying. I tried to swap them already, and it yielded nothing.
Oh, the other problem is the rotor's not
Tried
staying
that too.
put. Just kicking this one out at the bottom. I honestly, I can't say anything. I'm
You
completely,
wanna know what it is?
completely in the dark
You
here.
want to know what it is?
Me being blind.
Yes, that would be my guess.
Heads up. I just need to see what
My
shit
guess
is in
would
there.
be that these cars
Okay.
never came with the junky little sheet metal slides.
No, they did.
Those pads are probably meant to go straight in there.
Please don't take that out.
Why? It's not fucking hurting. I normally just leave them out. You just clean that up and
Give
lube
that
it
to
up.
me.
And, yeah, that
Stop.
right there is part
Stop.
of your issue.
Let go. Let go.
Not that, the pads are going to fit appropriately anyway. They're coated is part of the problem. So brake pads normally fit in really tight, but not that tight. It's most likely not going to go in without buzzing a little off the end.
I'd rather not buzz a little off the ends.
Well, that's typically what I have to do with aftermarket brake pads anymore because none of this junk fits anymore. The best part about working on the cars, oh, that's great. Drop a new pad on the floor.
Hopefully you can chip it.
No, it wasn't chipped at all, so it doesn't care.
Well, this guy fits, but he is stupid tight.
Yeah, he shouldn't be.
I know.
Sure these brake caliper and caliper brackets never came.
They came with the shims.
Mm.
Yeah, they came with the shims. You're not going cast iron on cast iron. Promise. I promise.
Something is wrong. I'm feeling just a little bit of surface rust. These parts are incorrectly made. They're going to knock a little bit off
I'm just going to lube up the ends.
Take them over the bench grinder and knock a few thousandths off each end and pull it down. I do not have time for this. They're getting ground and they're going on the car. That's the end of it.
I'll have this one.
Have them super tight or none of that.
Have this one on in a second here.
No, I don't want it that tight. I'm going to grind it. In here. I'll grind it. That way it's not.
It just needs to line up.
Well, no, it needs to be looser than that.
Grind it. Your car.
They should just fit. Like, it's ridiculous they don't fit. I've literally just come to the conclusion that.
How does one side fit perfect and the other doesn't? On all the pads. That tells me it's the caliper and not the pad.
Because the pads are perfect.
Caliper, not the pad. That's plenty.
You gotta look at these as mil spec parts for a rifle, and
there.
they need match frame parts.
Right. Mine didn't need much.
Good.
I don't know why I'm cleaning off the face. Oh my God. The problem is the corrosion on the calipers itself is lifting that shim, making it very difficult in the back.
Still has to be tapped in. No way.
Yeah, because what we have to do is we have to take these shims out and clean out the corrosion that's in there. Those shims are being pushed down by the corrosion off of
Why
this.
did we not want to take that shim out?
Well, you take the shim out, then you're gonna have squeaky brakes all the time. You can have that if you really want. But you need to solve the issue. You need to pull the shims out, clean out all the crap that's in there.
Even then, they're not going to fit.
Yeah, they will because they'll have the distance. See, this is the problem. All the stuff that's in here. So these shims are actually fine. It's all the crap in here that is causing it to not seat. Oh, fuck. I'm turning it away from me. I can't see anything now. All right.
You have a little wire wheel on your cutoff angle tool?
No, but there's one for the drill if you want to use it. I'm just doing it by hand with the brush.
There's no way this tiny little amount of corrosion is causing this path not to
You'd be surprised.
Let the only fit the bracket. We're about to try it. Barely fit. It's like they're tight to the time.
You have to do a lot of work. You got some 80 grit sandpaper, that's the fastest thing out there.
Yeah, in the body
60 or 36.
body work bin, which is right there. I just have to get the crap off my hands. These guys see a lot better now. Oh. Hey, what do you know? He popped right in after I cleaned out the corrosion and crap on the caliper bracket.
And after grinding on the pads.
Yeah, I'm done now.
I don't think
All done.
we have to take this out moving off the pads, because I've had that happen
Maybe.
numerous time now with AutoZone pads. O'Reilly's pads, I don't have any problems with. By
All
AutoZone
right, you got those on there?
and you get junk pads. It don't fit. Slap right in.
Do you want the wire brush? It's right here. Where'd you go? Sorry.
The world's most garbage design. Makes me all the more thankful for brakes on Mazda, where the brake pads literally hang on to things. Calipers and teeny tiny micro thermals.
So the bracket hardware is a different type of metal, and it corrodes at a different rate than the cast iron calipers. So the cast iron calipers, they barely have any coating when they leave the factory. You throw some Ohio on them, and all of a sudden the stuff expands, and that corrosion gets underneath that shim, and it won't let the brake caliper slide in, or the brake pad slide in. So that's how it gets really, really tight. And then, as Brian pointed out, also there's manufacturing defects that happen all the time. They put this really thick coating on there, and then the coating makes it hard to get the pad to slide into
They
place.
also no longer deburr any of their pad blanks. So like, if you look at all the pad blanks from AutoZone now, all the pads have burrs around all the corners and rough edges. So you got to put them in, and you're fighting an edge that shouldn't even be there. But no
That too.
quality control exists anymore. It's everything to the cheapest bidder. It's good branding, right?
Yeah, however they want to do it.
Now they do it however they screw us the easiest.
Not everybody's out to get you.
What's that?
Not everybody's out to get you. Speaking
No,
of
just
lube,
all the corporations. Just all the corporations that are out to get us. Not people, just corporations. And their shareholders. Those are the people that matter. Screw the American public. We're selling ourselves out to cheapest bidders. Bad time to be a working guy. Can't believe that Holly of all companies doesn't do quality control on display units that they send out their door. It's really sad.
well, they get 10,000 in, they might as well ship it out, right? Because the factory, wherever they got built, those guys did it, I'm sure. Right? Oh, yeah. Absolutely. In other words, probably not. Probably not.
Most assuredly not. Oh boy. Yeah, this thing's getting new calipers and caliper brackets. These will work for now.
Well, the rotors are actually okay, I think. But
But
if-
if have the rotors swapped to go to bigger calipers.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry. Yeah,
But it doesn't matter.
you have solid rotors in the back, which is
I'll
fine.
order everything from the old Rock Auto. Probably get it for the price of 2 calipers wholesale.
Not too bad.
We could just take the 6-pot, 4-pots off my STI and put them on.
Then you have gigantic brakes. You have to get 17s because nothing's going to
I
fit.
have the 17s. The only thing is I'd have to do a Huffman version unless I also don't think that Gen 8 control arms fit on these. They might, but
Well, with the lift kit, you sure you want 17s on there?
no lift kit. No lift kit.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Of course.
Bigger tires, no lift kit.
Okay. OEM shocks?
OEM Plus. Putting Forester shocks on a Outback. Sorry, Legacy. Outbacks are legacies. This one just isn't an Outback, just like. Most base of base models, I think.
I thought it was the SEL. Huh?
I don't think it is. If it is, I'm entirely unaware.
No, it's just the L. Oh, dude, huge pincer beetle. Cool.
Smush.
No. Then he gets to clean it up.
Dogs that size are pretty much useless for anything else. Uranus, Indiana. There's apparently a Uranus, Indiana too, because I saw a sign for it here in Ohio.
Is it next to Dixon?
I'm trying to remember where the heck we were at when I saw that. It was recently I saw that.
He goes in full attack mode. Seems pretty calm. I'm going to see if I can bring him over to the camera. Guys, we can do wildlife night. Check that guy out. He's pretty awesome, huh? Look. Big pincer beetle. Oh, he's camera shy. Take him back outside. Dude, are you polishing? Are we going to SEMA with this, or?
I'm only doing this once before it gets freaking caliper and brackets swapped onto it because I'm over it.
Well, I can't spread mine until your stuff is on there. That's why I'm.
Spread yours for me, huh?
I can't.
Oh,
That's how it works.
we love it. Spread it for us. This freaking thing's filthy, eh?
But do the shims go back in and the pad slide in?
Not yet. This one is bad. Although this is the wheel that's locked up.
While he's doing that, I'm going to do something different. See this gap? It's driving me crazy.
There's folks on the main road coming up here who are out on a golf cart, and I seen like a flash fight or something get on. I'm like, oh, that's interesting, so I'm kind of paying attention to them. Then I realized it kind of looks like a phone flashlight. I'm like, you know what? They're probably trying to record me. Bad news for them is I've got a giant bright light bar. My headlights are on the switch. Just like the taillights. So you shut the headlights and the taillights off. Cruise on by so they can mind their own business.
Okay.
To be escaping people anymore.
These guys might actually work a little bit better.
Dude, CRC makes this stuff and it's like disc brake quiet. And I get why they call it disc brake quiet because you're gonna get it on everything.
Now you just
gonna be able to make noise.
totally blocked the whole magic trick I just
You
did.
do. Performing magic tricks over here, I'm unaware. Where'd this go?
In supplies. So give it to me. And he's back in supplies. All right. So now we take our super crusty. This bolt has been Ohio'd, if you guys are wondering. Please tell me you didn't just yank on that.
I had tested to make sure your work was good, of course.
Well, I haven't tightened it up yet. The bolt is still in my
So
hand.
you're putting the screws in.
Yeah.
It's got rubber bands because I'm gonna rip it off again, like the very first time I pull in something. As far as blow, that pad still had to be knocked into place even after all that cleaning. It doesn't move crazy. Why do they do this to us? This is ridiculous. Now I can't get the damn pad out.
Here we go.
Brake pad removal tool.
Yeah, all of this has been ripped and torn.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise
Oh, because this bracket is completely disintegrated
me. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
right behind here. Fully rusted, gone.
Yeah, that's all right. It doesn't mean that. It's getting the 2.5 RS. It's like have fog lights and put a girl back in
Is that before the turbo or after?
it. 2.5 RS, no turbo. Like
Okay.
2.5 RS engine. And
Like I told you guys last night, this thing will have a turbo on it before it has license plates on it.
No, I don't have a habit of making cars unreliable. I have a habit of making cars that aren't more reliable than the people who built them thought they could be. That's why we got the Protege that's been jumped every week for the last 10 years. It's 520 plus times. Sometimes we jump it like 3 or 4 times in a row on the same road.
You know they make new batteries, right? You can go get a new battery.
No. Like airborne jumping.
Oh. Well, I mean, that's what the Mazda Protege was designed for. Oh, my God. Oh. This just, Brian. This just lifted right off. You shitting me? Oh, my God. Well, we'll get the rest of it. My God. That is what Ohio does to cars. My God. So once it starts, it never ever stops. I mean, this is just chunk after chunk. This whole spindle is slowly disintegrating from the inside out.
See, this is what happens when people think mil spec is a good thing. Mil spec means it was bid to the lowest quality, lowest cost bidder. Hash grade, that's what you need. Hash.
That castle nut will never ever come off again in one piece. Will come off with an acetylene torch, but that's it.
What's that?
This castle nut for this tie rod end.
Oh, dude, it'll come right off by impact.
Oh, you're like this one right here? No way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, hammer a socket onto it, and Milwaukee will run it right off there. It's insanity, I know.
No way.
Yeah, it'll rip that. I don't even have to take the cotter pin out.
Okay.
Isn't that crazy?
No.
I just hammer a socket onto them, stick the Milwaukee on them. The only thing that's unfortunate about this car is I don't think the tie rod ends make it outside of the fender line, but I probably do have a 1-inch swivel socket. So if the 1/2 inch won't get it off, we get the 1 inch on it.
Put your caliper on so I can finish this one. Then we'll have front brakes.
Front brakes and drag based on how this friggin' pad over here is on the inside. All right. They'll self-clearance and it'll be fine. So it's not anymore like it wasn't for cheap.
Oh.
Imagine driving this thing and having the wheel locked up on you while you're driving.
I don't think it locked up on him. I think it locked up over time.
He parked it and it wouldn't move after that.
Yeah.
That's what he told me. He said, I drove it a couple of times. I parked it here one day. And then after that, it wouldn't move anymore. Like, okay. He, I think, kind of described some of the situation over Messenger to me originally. And I said, yeah, that sounds about right. Probably is going to need at least the caliper on a wheel bearing. Thankfully, bearings, I wouldn't say they're great, but they roll. Somebody's done me the kind favor of putting a bolt in here that doesn't belong. Bolt brake caliper on.
By the way, you don't have to ask in the group if anyone's coming over. They know it's pretty much every night.
I figure I'd ask just in case anybody's thinking about it and not really sure if anybody's going to be here or not, because I think sometimes people think, oh, there might not be anybody over there.
Are we back on? I can press. Yeah. See, this is where it gets fun because the caliper's totally loose, and I have to press this guy.
Found this here fancy liquor. It's got my last name on it, so I had to buy you some. That's decently good.
Yeah.
Made in America, Denver, Colorado. Makes the fella's tummy smile a little bit.
Hopefully, that's far enough.
It'll be fine. How did you do that?
On that side, getting that caliper free. Oh, I don't know.
It'll go. It'll be fun. Mine went on.
Yeah, because yours was all the way closed. Not yet. Still got more to go. So,
Well, today I took the bed off of my Ram
saw that.
by myself in less than an hour. Awesome.
I did that on mine too.
I didn't think that I could do it by myself. The amount of time I wanted to get it done.
What is it? 8 bolts?
8 bolts, a bunch
And
of
the gas
connections,
cap.
and the gas filler. And then it's rigging up a way to get it off. So what I came up with was a quad net rope that I made from some 3/8 inch red nylon rope that I've had laying around since I was a kid. So my dad brought a whole roll home of it.
I just used the engine hoist and lifted it.
I used the engine hoist onto that rope, and I had to put 250 pounds of weight on the engine hoist to keep it from tipping over. So I put 200 pounds in swing stage weights on it, which if you don't know what a swing stage is, it is, you ever see them working on the side of a skyscraper, and there's that kind of gantry or platform they stand on that goes up and down. Swing stage.
There you go.
So
Ready for voltage.
the weights that counterbalance those, I've got 4 of.
Are we a screw return in the back or are we a press? Nope, we're a press in the back too.
It's pressed and has the handbrake inside the drum.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to get another set of these.
Where do you even buy that?
I think it's an Amazon score.
Well,
Bolts ready up there. So if you do the bolts up front, then we can do the shit in the rear. Then we'll have the front brakes done. I did not bolt these up. I don't know where the hardware is.
right here.
Are you gonna Loctite them, or they're coming off fast enough? You're not gonna need to worry about it.
Also, I don't Loctite brake caliper bolts. I just run them on, get them good and tight. So it feels like the bolts about to stretch the head off. Get noticeably what you're supposed to turn.
That's a great way to snap them.
Yeah.
These mics are so top heavy and they just fold over.
Never snapped the bolt off. I've never gotten that far away from my sense of touch of reality.
We did one on Katie's car. She said she was looking at the specs on the computer, and it said something like 82 foot-pounds. And so she went for 82 foot-pounds.
Got to like 45, and it was like,
Oh no, it
clink.
was like 65, and it snapped right off. She was like, "What the hell?" I was like, "What happened?" Because I was just torquing it to spec, and I'm like, "Jesus, how hard were you torquing?" She's like 82, and I'm like, "No, that's for the caliper mount."
Brackets.
Yeah, that's not for the caliper slider bolts. What are the caliper slider bolts? Oh, 28. So we just drill that thing out.
All right, we'll have brake pads in the front now. We got to figure out, I think, the top of it. Just swing up.
Yeah.
Any little 10 mil back here? Oh, that does not. Probably mostly fine. Someone in their infinite wisdom made the rear brake caliper pivot upwards on instead of moving the pads. It's held on single. Oh, I need to get a ratchet like this one. That's a quarter-inch head. How I figured this. The rears are an 11, or they're a really rusty 10. And you can't hammer a socket onto them. Awesome. Let's grasp a 10 and see if it fits. Stamp. Oh, American. Metric. American. Same. Obnoxious. Why am I not gonna love the way to reach? Come on. No way. It's ridiculous. It's a size vice grip, or maybe a size Lehman's wrench at this point. I don't know. Getting tired screwing with it. Almost ready to put the back on it. So, some Milwaukee Players. Right, so maybe you want nuts that don't have a size. That
That is not coming apart.
most inaccessible piece of hardware, and it's a rusty 11 that wants to be a friggin' 12, and you can't hammer an 11 on because there's no room to hammer anything on. Oh, with all of this, with the wheels on it, trying to worry about it when I change the rears, and then go return the rear brake patch AutoZone since they don't want to take cash. They're un-American.
So did you get the top one out yet, or just the bottom?
No, dude, the top one doesn't come out. It's a pivot. Swings up.
This isn't 11.
Well, it sure as shit ain't a 12, buddy.
It's not a
Just
12.
round it off.
Dude.
No, it ain't. And doesn't even fit on it. It's gonna be a size fucking vice grip very soon. It's gonna be a size 12.
Alright, well, let's try a. Yeah, Brian. Let's try a 76.
Why would it be?
Because of corrosion.
Yeah, I think that's what America does. Metric bolts, American size.
Stop! Getting off all the rust off. Yeah, to my face. Hey, stop jacking with it. Stop.
There's a ratchet right here.
Work on the other side. I'll get this one.
The other side is going to be the same hardware. Oh, yeah. Huh. Dude, we're not even wasting our time. This side's all screwed up. This is a giant waste of time. Take those pads back. We'll buy brake calipers, brackets. These are shot. Well, yeah, that one's the size rounded off bolt too. We're done here. Yeah, don't waste your time anymore. Put the wheels back on it and get out of here.
Oh, it's alright.
I don't have time for this. Dude.
I almost got this guy.
Well, I had this is not my that car's to paint.
Ah, crap.
Get out of my shop. Oh, we're gonna play that song now.
No! Not playing that. Do I seriously only have one 11 millimeter?
Yeah, it's in my hand right now. Oh, you had two then, because the other one's in my hand.
No, combination wrench.
Oh, no combination. Going to teeny tiny little guys that don't count.
There we go. this. Possibly this guy. Oh yeah. This guy grips on. Slide it off.
That's what I'm saying.
So, and
Brake caliper bracket and brake caliper time.
hang on.
We don't need to waste our time with this.
Together, it'll go.
Oh, wow. Surprise, surprise. It means excellent.
Right on. Ah.
Oh, that brake line is not entirely kinked or anything. That's great. Yeah, we're done.
Okay. Or a bird. Yep. But not necessarily.
Let's stop while it still has brakes so we can get it out of here. I can't be here. Googling. I need to get going. Down off the lift, drive it out of here, and be happy to get cars out of here.
Can you look at the other side of the head and tell me if this is moving?
Hold on, I'm putting the wheel on right
You can't put those wheels back on.
now. Why
We
not?
have to use the wheels from the back
Why?
because those tires are destroyed.
We're just moving it outside. I'm not worrying about all that.
Yes.
I have a
Why do
ton-
it twice?
Because I have a ton of other stuff I have to do. They have to come back off. Don't bother, dude. Don't bother.
Here. Look.
No, they all need aired up. That's a bunch of extra work. Just leave them in there. I
Yeah.
don't have time for this.
Then leave it. Don't put tires on it. I'll put the tires on
We need to just get it out of here.
it.
So
Tell
other
me
stuff can
if
be
this
worked on.
thing is moving and we'll put the tires on. Just tell me if this thing is moving. It's all you gotta do. Just look. 'Cause I can't see it from this side.
This thing's rough.
I just need to see this bolt. You have to come under the car. This bolt.
It's moving.
Fine. That guy is ready to come out. It's gonna hold. He'll be fine. That's all I needed to know. Now, pull the lock. What size are these shit ass lug nuts?
don't have to worry about that. I gotta take these wheels back off to do the rear struts and stuff. I'm saying,
These are just rollers. We're not driving on them or anything like that. I can't go test drive it tonight. I just don't have.
Well,
time.
these need air in them anyway, and they're not. One of them is flat, so we have to use the other ones anyway. Even if we're gonna roll it,
All right, whatever.
right?
I would just put air on them.
You can't put air in a flat tire.
Yeah, it'll need air to move it again. Big deal.
It's not worth it. It's gonna go flat by the time we put the other ones in. So I'll get air. You get the tires out of there.
Every one of those tires is flat.
These lug nuts are dead. We have to get new lug nuts.
Had all 5 of them.
We got lucky. These are all. Nope, not today.
Try it on a different stud.
I have. These are awful. Do we have one on the back over here? Not yet. Okay. So, in the meantime, those guys. What do you want? Yes, 30?
35.
35. Oh, that's right. You're catching air.
It's probably what's factory recommended. I run 28 in Mazda, and I went to go check the tire pressures on it earlier. They were 31 hot. It felt kind of soft, like it was squishing, so I put 33 in them hot, which should be 30 cold. See if that makes a difference. How hot the road surface is.
There goes. Closer.
Change this bumper.
35.
Or just wire push go.
What's that? Top left. That one over there is ready for air too. Almost there.
Something tells me these brand new looking tires are flat for a reason. These aren't going to hold air in better than that.
I think they will. It'll look too good. Oh. That one might get 4 because there was at least one that was halfway done. That was through it to the first half. Yes, straight like that.
Here's what I don't understand. How did he put wheels? This is what I'm on. Oh yeah, all these tires. I can hear it now. I can hear his tire. I do. Tires, the loose one.
All the tires are inflated. We're waiting on the last couple of lug nuts in the back corner. The lug nuts are in really, really bad shape. So they should not have been on the car at all. We have to get all new lug nuts for this car.
And the new hub. Hub's trash. Studs, you can't take them out. I take the hub out. I'm taking the hub out.
So that's where we're at. But we have. Oh, we have the parking brake. So pretty close on this. Pretty close. Here. You want to try any of these stairs?
Can't believe it. That's almost done. Just gonna destroy it.
Yeah, these are line drive. These are any drive for the other shift. Okay. Do not spline drive.
All this stuff's real. I honestly can't believe somebody.
I can't believe he was driving around on that. I mean, that lug nut could come off pretty much at any time. There were only 2 or 3 threads on that thing. It's pretty rough. Surprised me all the time. All the time. All the time. By the way,
It's not bad.
you don't have a set of these, get a set of these for doing brake calipers, spreading them. You get them on Amazon. They're absolutely awesome at ratcheting, and they spread open, make life a whole bunch easier. I'll get those. You want to bring your car down? Row. You got the lock on both sides.
Over there.
We should just roll it.
Dude, at this point, if the wheel falls off of it, it's an entertainment part.
I'd just say start it and roll it back and forth. Well, I don't know if it'll start because we're still rebuilding the battery. But start. Please. That back tire. That one here. Awesome. Right. Well, try it quick before we're out of air. You get the trailer tire replaced anyway.
So I'll just,
Well, I call it a success. The car runs and drives under its own power now. It stops and goes. We have a bunch of tweaking to do, but it's a $250 car that was immobile for 2 years and is now very mobile. So, calling that good. If we had more time, we could do those rear brakes because they are dragging. What do you want to do with that rear tire, or what do you want to do with wheels?
air it up, move it out, put it where we can put air in it, I guess. I don't know. That's why I was gonna leave the other wheels on there, because that one tire goes low, but it holds air.
Oh, well, we can leave it here for tonight. I'll move it. I'm not worried about that.
I have it.
But which?
I have to paint while the temperature is low, quote unquote. It's 79 degrees. I'm just inside my window.
79 degrees.
Yeah,
So it's
probably.
well. I'll move this out and move the limo back in. But What do you want to do with tires? Hey, we're figuring out tires. I was telling you two we were figuring out tires.
I might take the tires off of the Mazda and put them on these wheels. Snow tires. Well, I could take my Koseis off, or I could put my Koseis on the Mazda. Take the snow tires off of the Focals and put them on the WRX wheels, Preza wheels. And it'll just have snow tires on it. No big deal. Yeah.
Yeah, we can just do it.
Tires. Different. Not a bit. I literally replaced center dips. Run different circumference.
I'm
Tires.
also not talking about driving a bike.
Well, yeah,
Until the tires fit here.
it's fine on these.
So you're gonna order all seasons for plus those.
Yeah, grab a wheel hub. Corner. Let's. You can't replace the wheel studs. There's no threads left on two of them. It won't. It absolutely won't. I don't do it. Hours fucking around. No, it does not. It doesn't. It took longer than 10 minutes to fix the jacked up wheel stud on Katie's car. And it wasn't even that bad. It was 3 threads. It takes too long. It's the same amount of time probably putting the damn wheel up in the car. Maybe. Oh. There's no way to knock the studs out of the back. Put a slide hammer on it, rip the axle nut off, pull 4 bolts out of the back of the knuckle. Slide hammer, slide hammer, slide hammer, slide hammer. Leave the axle hanging in there.
That's what I'm suggesting. Until
The thing is, there's no threads to clean up. 2 of the wheel studs are entirely missing most of the threads.
But if you have a lug nut that is correctly lined up, correct the other two. Until it's time to replace that head.
There's like nothing there. Someone did not know what they were doing and just ran it on completely crooked or
Starting the car failed.
oh shit.
All right, I got it.
Alright, well, thanks for the help.
Yeah.
Try to get 3 hours of sleep so I can go paint while it's cool out.
I'll get this thing moved.
Alright.
Yeah. Ah, now this thing won't reset. There it goes. Is this an ATM? No. There it is an ATM. Okay. Done with the car for tonight. Brian had to jet out of here. He's in a super hurry. So this is just a simple lesson. Don't buy a car above I-70. Don't buy any used car above I-70. That's it. That's your only rule. The amount of corrosion here is unbelievable. It's not human, especially on JDM vehicles. They do different corrosion protection there, and it's so minimal compared to what's necessary up here. The amount of salt they lay on the roads is nothing compared to the salt that they lay on the roads here. So something from a cold climate like above I-70, all salt. Sometimes cinders, sometimes sand, but most of the time they use salt. And it just eats away at cars. It's in lower crevices and then it lives there. And I mean, this thing has a rust spot in the middle of the hood, just starting there. So don't buy a corroded car. It's a lot of work. But the good news is this thing runs and drives. We've got to get tires for it. Brian wants to replace that hub, but those wheel studs, I'll take a look at those tomorrow. It actually just needs new lug nuts and threads cleaned up. It'll be fine. But he wants to replace the whole hub. The problem is the amount of rust in there. Cleaning out threads is going to take a half hour or so. Replacing that hub is going to be an all-day project, like all day. And if you're going to replace one hub, you have to do the other side. So you are definitely looking. It's you guys saw me with the front here. Where is it? It's right here. Didn't go very far. That's the brake dust shield. It literally came off in my hand. I was picking a piece out, and this whole thing just lifted right off. So that's when you see it just comes apart. It's like cornflakes. So that's why you don't buy a car above I-70. That's a simple reason. A used car. If you buy a new car above I-70, immediately take it south of I-70. Don't let it hang out. It will corrode, and you find problem after problem after problem if you're trying to maintain it. So that's where we're at. But we got this running and driving in 2 days, which is pretty cool. We do need tires for it. But remember, it sat for 2 years. Literally did not move. So I would say not too bad. I did bend one of the tools, but it still works. Car got cleaned up. Everything works inside except the stereo. Wipers, power windows, all that. It doesn't have reverse lights, and I don't know why. But that's a wiring thing. This will surprise you. This is only number 2 today. Sorry, 2 yesterday. I ran out and had to wait for an Amazon delivery. 6 o'clock. So. That's it for tonight. We'll get this out. You can see the limo back there. Limo will come back in. We'll get it timed up again. And then what else do we have on Thursday? We have Full Throttle Thursdays. So I'll probably do a Facebook Live or an Instagram Live from Full Throttle Thursday. I tried to do it last week, but these guys started playing the radio really, really loud, and the songs were not very appropriate. So I was like, maybe another time. But I'll try and do it from Full Throttle Thursday. Tomorrow night in here, I'm not sure. this weekend we're working on frame straightening on the MR6. We're going to get that big dent pulled out and then probably do a ton of the body work ourselves, and then eventually get it to paint. So we're going to do some of it ourselves and some of it with the body shop, because it's about $6 or $8 grand, and guess who gets to pay for that? This guy. So no one else is piping up to help with it. So I'm gonna end up buying that. And then excuse me, on Monday, Brian and I are going to Michigan to pick up a spare engine and transmission for the race car. Buying actually a Camry, manual Camry, and then bringing it down here. We'll yank the engine and trans out of it, and then Brian is going to take the Camry and scrap it. So basically, you're going to get an engine and transmission for free because it's stupid cheap. And I'm going to drive up there, rent a trailer, bring it back down here, drop off the trailer, and that way I don't have to go back all the way up there with an empty trailer. So and it's cheap. So that is the plan. Not sure about this weekend. I did have something on the agenda for this weekend, but I couldn't remember what it was. But yeah, we got this thing going, which is great. Get the limo going, I guess would be the fun part. So Thursday and then Friday. God, I had something on Friday. I can't remember what it was. Anyway, it'll be on Facebook or Instagram if I'm not up on here. So I appreciate you guys hanging out with us tonight. Hopefully you learned a few things about JDM cars and what it's like above I-70, because it's not pretty. And there's nothing. It might look fantastic on the outside, but on the inside, I promise, and underneath, it's going to be bad. It's going to be really bad. So yeah, just don't do it. Brian's doing this for a very specific reason, and he got the car stupid cheap, so that's okay. I get that part, but please, folks, don't do it. Don't do it. You're buying problems. You're buying corrosion. You don't have to take my advice. Go look for yourself. Go up to northern Pennsylvania. Go up to Erie. Go up to Cleveland. Take a look underneath the 4-wheel drive truck from 2010. 2015. Do it less than 10 years ago. Take a look underneath the 2015 F-150. I don't care what it is. Tell me what you see. Now imagine a vehicle 20, 25 years older. It gets worse and worse and worse. So my advice is don't do it. Don't do it. So that's it for the shop tonight. It's actually really nice out. It's kind of warm, but I love this stuff. And people are like, "Hey, when you get a lizard?" And I'm like, "Yeah, Godzilla." So I love it warm like this. I love sweating. I'm fine with that. What I don't like is being frozen. So no more frozen me. So yeah, thanks for hanging out, and definitely subscribe if you haven't. Tell friends to subscribe. We'll do some more cool stuff. And next time I'll have the laptop charged, or I'll use one of the other setups, and I'll get you guys a lot closer to what we were doing, so you can see how things are working. Yeah, we'll keep going. So if you guys have any questions, comments, definitely put them below. I love getting comments from you guys. I love getting the questions and messages from you guys. Hey, that was really cool. Thanks for showing me that. I had no idea, or whatever. I love getting those comments from you guys. I love teaching. It's a lot of fun for me. That's where we're at. So definitely hang out, and we'll do some really, really cool stuff. I promise. All right. I will catch you guys tomorrow. And don't forget to show someone that you love them today. Really, really important. Okay? Give them a kiss on the cheek. Give them a kiss on the tip of their nose. Hold their hand. Give it a squeeze. Okay? It's important for them, but it's more important for you. All right. Thanks, everyone. We will see you very, very soon with a running and driving Subaru Legacy.